President and Mrs. Alfoltis, Provost Waters, esteemed faculty and staff, the Chancellor and the SUNY Board of Trustees, distinguished guests, thank you so much for this honor. To the class of 2020, what a year. You really pulled it off. Congratulations. Thank you so much for the privilege of allowing me to share this important milestone with you, your family, friends, and albeit virtually, and under such unusual circumstances. I am aboard the Great Lakes Towing Company's Tug Wisconsin in Cleveland, Ohio. I regret that we cannot be all together at your graduation. It has been 64 years since I met my high school friend and his buddy at a beachfront restaurant in the Rockaways. At 17, I had been promoted to short order cook at the restaurant, having worked there for 3 previous summers. I did not have college in mind, money issues. I was confident that I could always return to Hope's restaurant or work with my dad as a roofer. I took a lunch break with my friend and his buddy, who regaled us with stories of travel at sea, and now I realize mostly sea stories about foreign ports, as told to him firsthand by his uncle who had graduated from Fort Schuyler. The idea of travel was so exciting to me that I was determined to join them in the adventure, and I did. 2 weeks after the indoctrination period, however, my friend's buddy quit. His reason, no girls. He was one of the first 22 mugs to drop out. It was demoralizing after all. He was our only link to the sea, and his departure left us, 2 landlubbers, marching around, wondering what would happen to us next. I stayed, and I'm glad I did. The Maritime College was to show me the world. Born in the Bronx, attended high school in Queens. My previous travel included Jones Beach, Long Island, Passaic, New Jersey, Livingston Manor, New York, and my grandpa's house in Florida. It's hard to believe, but by graduation, my summer cruises had taken me to 12 foreign countries and 31 foreign cities. My academic and technical education, the leadership learned in the regiment, and nautical skills acquired on the training ship prepared me to stand tall among my peers as my life story progressed at sea, in the Navy, in the federal government, and in the maritime industry. And not unlike those before me and those who came after me, there was the extraordinary lifelong bond of the unique shared college experience. To this day, I'm always amazed as I continue to travel around the world, even some 6 decades later, at the recognition and esteem afforded our school and our graduates. I have always tried to enhance this reputation, as I know you will too, by saying with pride, I graduated from SUNY Maritime College, and then by living up to that reputation. Every success I've had in my career, I attribute to my college experience. Somehow you share that same view, whether you have chosen the license program or other impressive related programs now offered by the college. Most previous graduates use their unique technical training and leadership skills to their advantage as they pursued their careers. While some initially went to sea, they all did not make it their career. Many found maritime-related career opportunities ashore, and others sought out entirely different careers. Over the years, though, our enviable record of employment for graduates is remarkable proof that our learned skill set is just what employees are looking for. The Maritime College was always a relatively expensive school, especially for middle-class families. Even the reduced cost of state education was especially burdensome to cadets. whose summer cruise precluded them from earning money during the summer. Worse yet was the expense of the cruise itself and the cost of uniforms. I will always be indebted to our Alumni Association for loaning me $300 so that I could pay for uniforms. It was a lot of money then, and I was not able to repay the loan until after my first trip as third mate on a cargo ship called the Steel Rover. No matter how little $300 may sound to you now, I never considered the loan fully repaid because it was so valuable to me at the time and truly throughout my career. I will always remember and be indebted to Philomena Magavero, then an assistant librarian, who while I was in school created a job for me that lasted all 4 years. Hand lettering in indelible ink the books in the library using the Dewey Decimal System. The job paid 50 to 60 cents an hour. I tell you this personal story because these acts of generosity and kindness by the Alumni Association and the college have been the reason for my lifelong support and my motivation to repay them by raising funds for scholarships and other college-enhancing projects that help attract students and improve campus life. My first stint at fundraising was while still in school, obtaining donations for the construction of the college chapel, which was completed in 1959, a year before my graduation, and I have continued my fundraising efforts to date. If no more comes of these remarks than to inspire you to step forward and give one hand to someone else as you reap the lifelong benefits from this college experience, I will consider the telling of my story worthwhile. There is also a significant personal value to you in joining our college community by supporting the Alumni Association and the College Foundation as you network throughout your entire career, whatever that turns out to be. Don't minimize its value. Fellow alumni have been my mentors, friends, colleagues, employers, employees, advisors, customers, vendors, and even business partners. They have often helped me gain entree into new business opportunities and helped me recruit alumni for our company. Many have been officers of the Alumni Association and trustees of the College Foundation, and others have been loyal supporters of these organizations. Not easily describable, though, is the personal joy you will get from meeting fellow alumni, knowing that somehow you have helped them along the way. I urge you to become a member of the Alumni Association upon graduation. Make no mistake, our college is considered the gold standard of maritime education. First and foremost, it is the envy of every state maritime academy, the Federal Maritime Academy, and foreign maritime academies as well. We are acknowledged and emulated by all for job placement on graduation and salaries received. We are depending on you to be successful in your chosen career, in whatever path you take, and through your success, you will continue to support our college's reputation and ensure future graduates similar networking and opportunities for success. Be true to your school. You will not regret it. Who can imagine what opportunities will be available in the future? You must be open to new ideas, to define and embrace change, to be resilient, and always to do so with compassion for others. Any specific advice I could offer you would be either irrelevant or shortly irrelevant. In my last year of college, engineering students were interested in nuclear-powered commercial ships. The government sponsored a prototype named the nuclear ship Savannah, which entered commercial service in 1962. However, it was not well received in foreign ports and proved to be cost prohibitive. By 1971, it was permanently mothballed as not being commercially viable. You could not have predicted in 1960 that today some maritime college engineers would now be employed decommissioning even shore-based nuclear energy reactors, and that their learned skill set remained relevant and was recognized by the industry. Decadets like me in the 50s were looking at jobs on breakbulk cargo ships after graduation. These were the type of ships we were trained to sail on while we were in school. By 1959, a former trucker and founder of Sealand introduced the first purpose-built container ship, which carried a total of 58 20-foot containers. Today, the largest container ship can carry 24,000 20-foot containers. Now 90% of the breakbulk cargo worldwide is carried on container ships. No one in the class of 1960 could have predicted any of this, but their education and skill set learned here enabled them to embrace change and transition to new technology. A 1960 classmate of mine did transition and became the president of a major U.S. flag container ship company. No doubt you recognize that you will be challenged by further advances in technology, even challenged by new issues, economic, environmental, and social. I believe that your college education will enable you to face these challenges and prevail. If you could make it here, and you did, you'll make it anywhere. I'm terribly sorry, though, that through no fault of your own, you have been delayed and denied a traditional graduation ceremony with more family and friends. You earned it. Regrettably, some of you may also find difficulty in the initial job search. Do not be dissuaded from pursuing your goals. I know you've learned the art of resilience and perseverance during your college experience. It was a course taught here. You took it, whether you knew it or not. Your ability to achieve your goal is now evidenced by your graduation. I urge you to use these skills as you now pursue your career. My hope for you is that you find a career that you really like. Do a great job. Become an expert and a true professional. Be open to change and think big. It is the sure road to success. There may be another way to achieve your goals, but it's just a long shot. You can always try buying a lotto ticket. My college yearbook shows the careers that my classmates thought they were going to pursue after graduation. Some didn't have a clue. Still, they ended up employed and very successful. I indicated a career in public relations. I have no idea why. I guess at the time I didn't have a clue either. After graduation, I did use some PR skills in a diverse maritime career, finding happiness and success in the tug business for the past 37 years, with a lot of support from colleagues and a wonderful wife and family. Again, allow me to express my deep gratitude for the great honor you have bestowed on me. It is a privilege now to find myself in the company of other distinguished alumni on whom our college and the State University of New York have previously conferred honorary doctorate degrees. The late Captain Joe Gerson, class of 47, Captain Brian McAllister, class of 56, Captain Robert Johnston, class of 1969, and Captain Jim DeSimone, class of 73. I personally knew each of them, fellow alumni, all graduating in different years, all lifelong active members of the Alumni Association and College Foundation, all directly involved in my career in one way or another, and all proud to say I graduated from SUNY Maritime. I want to acknowledge Joe Starr, class of '90, who succeeded me as president of the Great Lakes Towing Company and the company's board of directors, and Sheldon Gurin, my mentor, our chairman, who provided me with this remarkable venue and so much support over the years. A special thanks to today's stage director, Greg Thalveb, the company's vice president of operations, sales, and marketing. I also want to thank the company's officers and staff, including fellow alumni Graham Gajewski, 2015, Director of Fleet Engineering, and Nick Wallander, 2016, the company's Health, Safety, Security, and Environmental Coordinator. And also J.P. Stark, Joe's son, soon to be the class of 2025, our volunteer audience for this masked, social, distant, virtual event. All of them have asked me to send you their best wishes on graduation and to welcome you to this incredible special club. Class of 2020, make us proud.